Well, howdy, 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 and welcome back once again to the Withlacoochee River Report. The report where I hope to highly offend you by my compelling rhetoric. I'm out here running my train stay. Finally, I have picked up enough curves to actually make an oval. I could have made the oval a little longer, I guess, and could have had a longer run. But, yeah, you know, because I've got another 60 inches of track, or another 90 inches of track or so, of straight pieces, but I don't really want to have to do that. I figured it was high time I got out and got these engines running, you know, let them stretch their legs a little bit, give them a little bit of exercise. Let me go ahead and crank up the speed on that 040 a little bit and let it break, you know, let it work some gears in a little bit. It's been sitting a long time. That's the best running of all three of my three-rail engines. Oh, I don't know, on the Lion Chief app, my 080 runs pretty darn good. And I was running, as you saw on the introduction there, I was running the F3 unit, and it was running pretty good. They're getting better and better. Oh, that one does have smoke. I didn't notice that. Ah, how cool. I thought that one didn't have smoke, but it does. Okay. It just takes a little while for it to get heated up. Yeah, I guess it's running on smoke fluid that's been sitting for a few months. That one's a Lionel. As you can see, most of my rolling stock, including a couple of Atlas pieces and Polo Maxi cars, are working just fine there, going along the Lionel track. Of course, the Polo Maxi cars have Lionel trucks on them. One of these days, you know, I keep seeing, Zitnik keeps bringing to the shows, he keeps bringing like usually plenty of O-gauge switches that are like $1 a piece. So I'm gonna have to get me some switches. Now I'm gonna have to experiment, because it's usually the old Lionel tubular track, or he'll have some MTH switches or something. I've got to see if I can make those things work together. Of course, that'll be more for a more permanent layout. And if I can make them work together, that'll be something that'll please me very well. I'd also like to see about switching my AC operated units over to DC. Not two-rail DC, but over to DC. Just to be able to use, in my view, a little bit better control on how the engines and stuff operate. But I thought I'd get out here this morning and kind of touch base with all my adoring fans out there that, okay, if I actually had any. Alrighty. Okay, well, I changed out a few cars and got my new caboose on there. I should say my newest caboose. I also changed out the engine. Finally got to run some tank cars. I think I might go here in a little bit and get my passenger cars out and unmothball those and I was having a little trouble with the Bluetooth app on this engine. Here, it's the only engine I got that runs on Bluetooth, but for some reason I was having a problem with the app on my phone, and of course my only other option at the moment is to use the app on this tablet that I've got the camera that I'm operating on here. So yeah, that kind of figures, don't it? See, my other two engines don't run on Bluetooth. They're not lying, Chief. They're older than that. But I brought a bunch of my cars out to be able to run them. Now you might be asking, why am I running them out here on the driveway? Well, there ain't no room for no track in the house. That's what you get when you got too much crap. And you know, I don't have a layout yet. Now you might be asking, okay, if there's no room to run trains on the floor in the house, how come you don't, you know, what makes you think you're going to build a layout in the house? Well, that's not exactly going to be in the house. That's going to more or less be outdoors. And that's what I'm kind of planning on. I do have a big enough backyard for a railroad. So, yeah, how about we run some passenger cars, huh? My engines are doing pretty good. The cars, most of my, all my three-rail rolling stock is doing pretty good. I got a couple pieces that I need to do some work on the couplers on, but aside from that, they're doing pretty good. Got the sun coming up. It's starting to get a little warm out here. I think I am going to go in, get the passenger cars out of the mothballs and get them running out here. They need to run a little bit also. Does this thing not pay any attention? And there she is. Finally got to see my passenger train run around in circles. I had to, when I unmothballed the passenger cars, I had a little cleanup to do to them because they were kind of filthy. We had a little flood in the house not long ago, so, and of course they were sitting in that crate over there on the floor, and they got a little water on the wheels, and so, yeah, that little bit of flooding, of course, put a little rust on the wheels, but hey, they're still working fine. At least they go around 048 curves okay. I imagine those cars would probably go around 036, but 048's about a bare minimum to me. I'm still trying to get my hands on some 072. At least 060. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, the plans are that I'll probably build a railroad outside, find a way to cover it up. And of course, all the rolling stock and locomotives will be kept indoors at all times except when the railroad's in operation. I got to figure out a way to make those passenger cars, you know, enhance those nice 72-footers a little bit. Maybe pull those silhouettes out, put in glass, and put in some type of interior, and get them switched over to where they run on where the lighting is all done with LEDs. Have rear lights on them, you know, and stuff of that nature. Have the marker lights. I want to do things with that locomotive there too, and I need to do some clean and lube and tune on that booger. But it's running fine right now. I'll get that B unit hooked up to it. That'll make the train a little longer. And like I said earlier, I could have gone, you know, another 30 inches longer on this little track plan here, but I was just trying to get set up to get something going while it was still cool enough outside. It's beginning to get a little hot now, so I'm gonna get this stuff put away and call it a day. And so until next time, happy railroading, and know that I'm still around.